Hi guys, in this tutorial I'll be going through how to use Basecamp. So Basecamp is a project management tool that allows us to manage a project or multiple projects that we have. So at the moment, as soon as you log in or signed up, this is what Basecamp dashboard will look like. So you have your company's name right here. You can add with the logo as well if you wanted. You will be given some sample projects which we will take a look at later on. And if you have multiple projects already set up, you can see your schedule and your assignments right here. So at the top, we have the home button. So when we press home, it will be loading this up again. We have lineup, which allows us to see our entire visual timeline. We have pings. This allows us to have private chats with all of our coworkers that we have added or who are in the same company as you. We also have Hey, which are all of the notifications that is directly set for you. You can go ahead and open those up. So we have some previous notifications, and also you have those that has not been read yet. In the activities section, this gives you a timeline view of every single interaction that you have with all of your projects. So let's say you've been away for a while, going to a holiday or something, you can see the entire timeline right here in terms of what everyone has worked on. We'll be seeing in terms of how we can see this later on once that we have set up a project. And then we have my stuff as well. So my stuff is everything that we can take a look at towards us. So we have our own assignments, the bookmarks, the schedules, drafts that we may have, recent activity, and boosts as well. And of course, if you want to look for something more specific, you can go ahead and click on the find right here. So we can search for all of these different things. So campfires, card tables, check-ins, all the way up to to-dos. In terms of by availability or by people, you can take a look at them through here. And then this is different projects that we have as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you in terms of how we would generate something as a new project. So let's go ahead and create a project itself. So for this example, let's say I want to generate a YouTube video project. So what do we need to do in terms of from the very beginning all the way to the end? You can add optional descriptions here if you wanted. You can also select the project schedules. So when will it start and how long it will end for. And then here you can also change the security of the project itself. So if your company is using Basecamp, you can set this so that all of your company can see this project, or everyone in Basecamp in your company can see this project, or you can set it to invite only. There are also some templates that we can use if you wanted to, but I'm going to generate a project from scratch. So the name of the project is YouTube video, and let's go ahead and create this project. So within the project dashboard itself, so this is what a typical dashboard would look like. So this is the project name, so YouTube video. You will be able to see all of the people who are in the project themselves. So if you don't see them, you can go ahead and add some people. You would be able to see the message board, the to-dos, docs and files, campfire, and schedule. So message board is kind of like, you can add announcements, progress updates, feedbacks, and all of that. So you can notify your entire team. To-dos allows us to be able to see all of the items that needs to be done. Docs and files is for sharing. Campfire allows us to have this community chat group or group chats. And scheduling, of course, we can see what the deadlines are. And here in the project activity, so it's the same as what we had over here, it allows us to see the timeline of our project itself. Now we can actually update this if we wanted to. So say if we feel like we don't really need a chat group, we can remove that. All we need to do is go here on those show options and then change tools, and we can select to turn off the campfire itself. And you can also add all of these as well. So email forwards, automatic check-ins, card tables as well. And then once we're happy, we can go ahead and go back to the project. So as you can see, the Kanban or card table that I've added here has updated. And now let's go ahead and say we want to create an announcement. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this message board, and then we can create a title. So you can choose a category that you want. So this can be an announcement, an FYI, a heartbeat, a pitch, a question. You can also add the categories itself. So let's say I want to create an announcement. Let's call this initial meeting. First meeting agenda. And then let's say we want to gather everyone and get an overview of the project and who the collaborators are. And now we can either save as a draft, we can post this message straight away, or we can schedule this as well. If you want to add some attachments, we can do so. And all of the other editing tools is also right here. So let's go ahead and post this message. So here is the actual message itself, and people can then add comments if they wanted to, or we can also, choose to delete or, do whatever we want with this announcement. But if we go back to our project dashboard, you should be able to see that it shows right here, our announcement. It also shows in project activity who made that announcement. So this is us. And now let's go ahead and actually create a to-do list. So if we create a to-do list right here, and let's call this list brainstorming and pre-production. So I'm gonna add this list right here. So what can we do in the brainstorming and pre-production? So this is when we start to create our to-do list itself. So what are the assignments that we need to do during the brainstorming and pre-production list? So let's say, we want to select a video topic or theme. We can then assign this to whoever is in the project. We can then say that once that we have finished this, so we're going to add a tick to this. We can also choose to notify, say, our manager or something. When this to-do list is finished, we can add them right there. We can also add a due date. So when we click select date, we can say specific day. Let's say this will take 2 days. So 10, 11, 12 right there. Then we can then choose if it repeats, and we can add some additional details right here if we wanted to as well. So I'm going to add this to do right there. So you can see this is the deadline, who it's in charge of this. Now I'm going to add a few more of this to do. So let's say research and gather information on the chosen topic. I'm just going to add that. What else can we do with the brainstorming? Let's outline the video script and create a storyboard. And then let's determine any necessary props, locations, or equipment. So I'm going to add this as well. Here you are. So this is the brainstorming and pre-production list. And here are all of the to-dos that we need to do. So if we go back to our project dashboard, we should be able to see this to-dos right here. And then we can also see that because we've added a schedule, it is also automatically put it on here. And this shows all of the timeline once again. So now we have a project set up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a bit more of the to-dos right here, just to show an entire list. And here we go. So here are our lists that we would usually see in terms of a video production project. So we can actually choose to view this as a card or a list, whichever is easier on your side. So we can also rearrange them. So let's say, for example, this is what the order of a project would go through for video production. So we would have the brainstorming and pre-production phase. We have production, post-production, review and finalization, and then the publishing and promotion itself. So it's all shown quite well and neat. You can see all of the dedicated tasks that we need. You can also have a rough idea of who it is set for and what is the deadline for that. If you go back again to the project dashboard, we go down, we can see the entire timeline itself. And again, the schedules, we can see it all right here. We also have the chance to add this calendar to our Google Calendar, Outlook, or iCal if you choose to do so. So this is the project itself. Now I'm going to be showing you how this can be viewed in terms of all of the different dashboards that we have. So earlier on, we saw lineups right here. It's quite empty. But if we go back to our project right here, and then we edit the project details, if we add a start and end date, so let's say now, and then this will finish in a month's time right here. Let's save the changes, and then we go back to the lineup. We should be able to see the project timeline right here. So this is the project YouTube video, and then we can see for how long this project is going to last. So this gives us an overview of all the multiple projects running. So say if you want it to be as a sprint, then you can do that right here. Now if we go into activities, so you should be able to see all of the things that you have done. So the right side would be from the people or for your collaborators who have joined. But as you can see on this tutorial, I'm just here on my own. So you should be able to see all of the others right here. What's really nice is that we can email a daily summary as well, so that if everyone is up to date with this, we can see everything very, very clearly. Now let's go back to our home dashboard, and you should be able to see that there are multiple things that has been added now. So here we can see all of the projects that is connected for us. So that's either something that we are leading, or that's something that we have been added into. If we go down, we can see our schedules that has been assigned to us. So one of the tasks I have assigned here, and it's also right here as an assignment. And if we go right here, we can also see some samples of some Basecamp projects. So if we take a look at this Making a Podcast, this is the Making a Podcast project dashboard. And as you can see, you have all of these people who are in this project. You can see the message board, the to-dos, the docs and files, campfire, and schedule. And the project summary here at the bottom has been removed, but you can choose to turn that on and off if you want. Now I'm going to go ahead and go through each of these. So we have the message board, and as you can see, this is what everyone has posted. We can also see how many has interacted with them, with the posts themselves. So if we, the first person has created an announcement, adding all of this here. It's connected. He's saying, what everyone is going to be doing. Acknowledgements are down here. Any other questions are right here as well. We also have some boosts right here if you wanted. So this, it says here, boosts are tiny message to show your support. So let's say, let's go, and then with a tick. And here we are. Now if we go back again, you have all the different categories right here. So that was an announcement. Others are heartbeat, FYIs, an idea, question. So go ahead and experiment with that. If we take a look at the to-dos, again, it's quite similar to what I have shown. And as you can see here, this actually shows the percentage as a pie chart in terms of how much has been done. And if it's all completed, you have this all done sticker, which is really nice. And again, this gives you an overview of how much of the tasks are left, how much of the tasks are completed. And here in the docs and files, so you can pretty much add anything that you can think of. And in the campfire, so this is the chat room that everyone has used. and of course the schedule right here. And there you go. So Basecamp has a free trial which you can try it for 30 days. I really suggest you go ahead and do that. So if you have a project that you would like to work on, go ahead and try out Basecamp. Experiment with what you can do. It's highly collaborative, and it allows you to project management everything. Well, there you go. Well, that's it for today's tutorial on Basecamp. I hope that you have found this tutorial useful. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.